The Canon G7X Mark III is sold out everywhere. Amazon out of stock. B&H out of stock. Scalpers are charging $300 over retail and people are still paying it. This camera came out in 2019 and Canon hasn't touched it since. Creators have been stuck for 7 years. But something is finally happening. Leaks are coming in on a G7X Successor, and if these hold up, Canon might actually be worth waiting for again. Let's get into it. Like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. First leak, and this is where everything starts. Back in March 2026, reported that a retail source, someone who attended an internal Canon sales meeting, confirmed that Canon has up to 3 new PowerShot cameras planned for 2026, 2 higher-end models and 1 mass-market option. One of those higher-end models is the G7X Successor. The retail source said the cameras were still hitting development timelines at the time of the meeting, so Canon hadn't locked in official launch dates yet. But the fact that it came up in a sales rep meeting means these cameras are real and moving forward. This one surprised a lot of people. Reported in March 2026, citing that same anonymous retailer, that the G7X Successor is coming, but Canon is not going to call it the G7X Mark IV. The name is changing. That's pretty much all that was said on the naming front. No confirmed alternative name, just that it's going to deviate from the expected Mark IV branding. Also back this up, their source directly mentioned a new G7 series camera that won't be called a Mark IV. Why Canon would walk away from one of the most recognizable compact camera names out there is still an open question. Could be V-series alignment, could be that this camera is different enough to deserve its own identity. We'll find out when it launches. The only hardware detail that came directly from that retail source was about the lens. Reported that the G7X Successor will have a fast constant aperture lens. That's it, no focal length confirmed from that particular source. But it's notable because the Mark III has a variable aperture, f1.8 at the wide end, dropping to f2.8 when you zoom in. A constant aperture means you keep the same f-stop across the full zoom range. For video, that's a real practical upgrade because your exposure doesn't shift when you zoom. Now, this leak came from the Magazine for Photographers in January 2026, and it's one of the bigger ones. They reported that the G7X Mark IV is rumored to use a larger 1.4-inch CMOS sensor with around 22 megapixels, a step up from the Mark III's 1-inch, 20.1 megapixel sensor. In their January 2026, Canon Roundup also listed the same spec, 22.3 megapixels, 1.4-inch CMOS, optimized for low light and background separation. A 1.4-inch sensor is meaningfully larger than 1-inch. You're getting more surface area catching light, which translates directly to better high ISO performance and cleaner shots in dim conditions. The Mark III's low-light performance was one of the most consistent complaints. This spec directly addresses that. Building on the constant aperture leak reported in January 2026 that the rumored lens spec is a 24 to 70 millimeter equivalent with a constant f2 aperture. So you're trading some reach. The Mark III went to 100 millimeters, but what you're getting is f2 all the way through the zoom range. At 70 millimeters on the Mark III, you were at f2.8. With a constant f2, you're getting 1 full stop more light at the long end. For low-light shooting and for video where exposure consistency matters, that's a solid trade. This is probably the most important leaked spec on the list. Reported that the autofocus system on the G7X Successor is expected to be dual-pixel CMOS AF2, the same system Canon uses in their current EOS R mirrorless cameras, with face detection, eye tracking, animal tracking, and vehicle tracking. If this is accurate, the number one complaint about the Mark III is simply gone. The Mark III's autofocus was contrast detect based, no phase detect, which is why it struggled in video and in low light. Dual pixel AF2 is phase detect, it's fast, and it's proven. We've seen it work in the R6, R8, and R50. Bringing that to a compact this size would be a completely different experience. On the video side, also reported 4K at 60 frames per second with 10-bit internal recording and no overheating issues. The Mark III shot 4K at 30 frames per second in 8-bit. So this is an upgrade on 3 fronts. higher frame rate, better color depth, and better thermal management. 10-bit internal is meaningful for anyone who color grades their footage. You have a lot more room to push before things fall apart. And 4K 60 frames per second means you can shoot at 60 and slow it to 24 or 30 in post without losing quality. Also reported that the G7X Successor is expected to include a built-in electronic viewfinder and a built-in flash, two things the G7X line never had. This is interesting because it suggests Canon is positioning this as more of a photography-first compact rather than purely a vlogger camera. The PowerShot V1 that Canon released in 2025 dropped the built-in flash and had no EVF, and it got criticized for both. This new camera seems designed to correct those exact complaints. He, on stabilization, reported optical image stabilization is expected, but no in-body image stabilization due to size constraints. That's a reasonable call for a compact body. OIS is still effective for handheld shooting and walking shots, and IBIS just takes up too much physical space to fit in a pocketable camera. On Timing reported in October 2025 that both the G7X Successor and the SX750HS are targeting a release window between March and September 2026. Prototypes are reportedly in internal testing. Retail source said Canon likely doesn't have a locked-in launch date yet and is still working to hit development timelines. So somewhere in that Q2 to Q3 window is the most credible estimate we have right now. So that's every credible leak we have right now on the Canon G7X Successor, all sourced, nothing made up. To quickly recap what's been reported, Canon is planning a new G7X series camera for sometime between Q2 and Q3 2026. It won't be called the Mark IV. It's rumored to have a 1.4-inch 22-megapixel sensor, a 24 to 70 millimeter constant f2 lens, dual-pixel AF2 with full subject tracking, 4K 60 frames per second with 10-bit internal recording, and EVF, a built-in flash, and optical image stabilization. That's a big jump from the Mark III on almost every front. None of this is officially confirmed by Canon yet. But these leaks are coming from retail sources and established rumor sites that have a decent track record, so there's reason to take them seriously. As always, things can change before launch specs get cut. Timelines slip, so take everything with that in mind. I'll be covering this one closely as we get closer to the announcement window, so if you want to catch the update video the moment new information drops, make sure you're subscribed. And drop a comment below. Out of everything leaked on this camera, what's the one spec that matters most to you? For me personally, it's the autofocus that was the biggest problem with the Mark III, and if dual-pixel AF2 is actually in this thing, that alone makes it worth it. Let me know what you think. See you in the next one.